blood versus ice, getting over the Vladimir obsession. Vladimir has been one of the biggest success stories of Riot's mid-season mage rework, transforming from a niche pick into one of the pro game's highest priorities. The LCS has been all over Vlad, picking or banning him 90% of the time in both North America and Europe. Fans of the LCS may find it surprising, though, that Vladimir's popularity isn't exactly universal. The LMS is on board, but Vladimir only has a 64% pick ban rate in the LPL and 57% in the LCK. That begs the question, is Vladimir being underused in China and Korea, or overused everywhere else? Vladimir's popularity is easy to understand. He's reliable in lane, he's good at pushing sideways safely, and most importantly, he's a great team fighter. He outputs lots of damage while acting as a sort of secondary tank with his huge self-healing and his sanguine pool and Zhonya's hourglass. On top of all that, he can be flex-picked into the top lane, though that's only really been happening in North America and China. With all these attributes, Vladimir sure sounds godlike, but his actual results tell a more complicated story. In 91 games across the 5 major regions, Vlad has a mundane 51% win rate. If you take out his 8 top lane appearances, that win rate drops to 49%. Only 2 of the 5 major regions have seen Vladimir win more than half his matches. So what are Europe and China doing right with Vladimir? Or what are the other leagues doing wrong? Actually, a big part of the story is what Vlad's opponents are doing. What's the secret weapon? Say hello to Anubis. The Cryo Phoenix has emerged as a devastating counterpick to Vladimir, winning 3/4 of their head-to-head matchups. Anubis isn't a counter in the laning phase, but she's really got Vlad's number in the mid and late game. Her Crystallize is the perfect tool for keeping Vladimir out of a fight, and even if he flashes past the ice wall, Anubis can slow and stun him with her other skills, allowing her team to kite back and kill him from range. Other popular mid-lane champions can't match that level of control. In the NALCS, LCK, and LMS, Anubis has been picked very frequently into Vladimir. And in most cases, his win rate has suffered as a result. In Europe, though, Anubis has only been played twice against Vlad in 20 games, losing both times. And Vlad hasn't faced Anubis in the LPL even once so far. No wonder he's picking up so many wins in those leagues. It's time for the LCS and LMS teams to follow Korea's lead and get over their Vladimir obsession, and time for Europe and China to embrace the Anubis counterpick. Vlad is still a very powerful champion, but he isn't an every-game champion, and should be picked up more strategically, taking care to avoid his icy nemesis.